Okay, guys. I'm just gonna do a quick, brief, just to cover up a couple of things on off the top of my head. That's most prevalent seeming today. I just logged onto this site. It's been over a year, I think. So I just noticed that one of my videos I did on the Navy SEAL team, SEAL Team 6, how majority of them are all dead. I believe 22 out of 24, if I'm not mistaken. And that entire team are now dead. This is the team that found, captured, and eliminated or killed, assassinated Osama bin Laden, allegedly, and dumped, discarded his body in the water, in the ocean, because that's protocol, right? That's normal, it's typical. Especially when the entire country is waiting to see the proof of kill and whatnot. You just dump them and we gotta take their word for it. Sounds familiar, right? That's how our government's been treating us for a long time now. So, Federal Reserve comes up, all that good stuff. You might want to look into that. The Federal Reserve, its creation in 1913, and everything and everyone that was behind that, with that monopoly money that we're ushering around, petrodollar, and all that good stuff. Petrodollar, that's another good search. Pretty telling. So the two things aside from that, the video I mentioned, though, it had over 5,000 views now, and that's actually my second video I posted. And I noticed ever since then, maybe it's just because that was a hot topic that no one really covered or something, but ever since then I noticed the videos basically maintain or stay under 200. So we'll see what happens, right? But the whole point is that people hear this message or whatever, or talk about it. It's not really about who says it or what, but just to get the topic of discussion, the topic at hand to be discussed, period, or in general, So Ilhan Omar and Venezuela. That's what I was originally is what I was thinking about covering real quick. Like I said, off the top of my head. So Ilhan Omar, the congresswoman who's been taking some serious flack from the Israeli lobby here in the United States. I should just say our government, right? Because they pretty much run things. They are our government. APAC is essentially the deep state, being that they control so much of our foreign policy and everything, what have you. So if you look into Donald Trump's ties, his Zionist ties, he has a lot. Sheldon Adelson, what's his name, guys? Whoever, anyone seeing this who knows what I'm talking about can correct me. Wilbur Ross, whatever, the guy who works with Rothschild Inc., blah, blah, blah. These are two people who've bailed Trump out. These are known pro-Israel Zionists. Israel was created in 1948, exiling over 750,000 Palestinians, men, women, and children, in an event called the Nakba, Nakba. This was known as an ethnic cleansing, or genocide, if you want to put it bluntly and more honestly. They use these terms. Let me not give anyone a chance to label me as an anti-Semite or some horse shit like that for just speaking facts and stuff. Because again, all I'm speaking is facts. The Nakba, when Israel was created in 1948, the state of Israel, which our CIA was created within 6 months just before that, mind you, something to think about. Over 750,000 people were exiled from their homes. There are still homes being bulldozed to this day in occupied Palestine. Places like Gaza, things like that. Gaza, Gaza, that's in Palestine. Shit's fucked up. It's fucked up. And if you dare speak facts or any truth about what's going on and say, hey, hold on, one Holocaust doesn't justify another. What's that? You're an anti-Semite. Doesn't even make sense, because Semite means someone who has genetic lineage to the land, whose families live there, and Palestinian people, or these Arabs, whatever you want to call them, they've been there for a long time. And in case you haven't noticed, the Middle East, a lot of people have brown skin. They're Arab, or whatever you want to call them. So they're actually the people who are Semitic to the region. So this whole anti-Semite garbage is just horseshit rhetoric that's used to shut people the fuck up. And, if people don't realize it, if we don't start having honest discussions, it doesn't have, no one's advocating hate or anything. We're talking about love, truth, honesty, truth. That's not hate. So to try to smear or switch things or change, try to say that truth is hate and all this stuff, there's obviously something wrong. Who was it? Voltaire? Somebody said if you want to know who rules over you, find out who you can't discuss or who you can't talk about. So it's something to think about. The APAC, the deep state, APAC being the deep, that seems to be who rules over us and who controls our foreign policy in the U.S. So to say that, if that gets you labeled as an anti-Semite, then there's obvious horseshit going on right now, and we need to get to the bottom of things. Representative Ilhan Omar simply said that AIPAC has a strong influence on our government. That's the truth. She made a simple comment such as it's all about the Benjamins, baby, when someone spoke about AIPAC and their influence. There's countless congressmen and women on record talking about this. All right? Cynthia McKinney is one that comes to mind first and foremost, who I'm about to do an interview with her, so you guys stick around, catch that, or look out for it. Cynthia McKinney, she's a real American hero, or just hero general. Forget all these labels and stuff. We're all human beings at the end of the day. And the Zionist globalist state of Israel doesn't want you to think that. Real Jews denounce the apartheid state of Israel. Real Jews, Christians, Muslims, whatever religion you happen to pertain to, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, we need to focus on this ethnic cleansing. As many Israeli put it, I forget a known Israeli official or a military member is on record referring to it as an ethnic cleansing. This is a popular term over there, ethnic cleansing, the Nakba. It's genocide. It's genocide. How would you feel if someone showed up to your home and said, hey, I happen to have, first of all, it's not true, but how if someone showed up to your home and said, hey, I have family who lived here thousands of years ago. You guys got to go, and we're going to bulldoze your homes. Now they're actually having these people bulldoze their homes themselves. They're mandating it that they have to bulldoze and destroy their own family's homes themselves. Otherwise, they can be greatly fined. All this stuff. Just look into it. Gaza. There's going to be a lot of rhetoric, a lot of propaganda making you think that it's not true. But research and discern. This channel is called Higher Discernment for a reason. All right. I'm not religious myself per se or anything like that, but I happen to come across these two Bible scriptures, Revelations 2:9 and 3:9. They literally refer to people who claim to be Jewish and are not, and are actually Satanists. Shit just got real, huh? Yeah. Look that up. Revelations 2:9 and 3:9. The Talmud also states that Jesus Christ is boiling in hell in a vat of his own excrement. Now, if that doesn't sound satanic to you, or something strange, if that doesn't make you feel something inside, like something's not right, then I don't know. But if you do feel what I felt when you're like, hold on, did you just say that there's a book written for how many hundreds of thousands of years? When was the time when Judaism was created? Like around how many? Was actually created after Jesus died, right? So the whole thing that Jesus was a Jew isn't even true. I've been hearing lately. I'm gonna do some more research into that. But a lot of what we know are lies, basically. What's not a lie is the Talmud states that Jesus Christ is boiling in hell in a vat of his own excrement, and that Revelations 2:9 and 3:9 say that there are people who consider themselves to be Jewish or claim to be and are not, and are of the synagogue of Satan. I believe that's Revelations 2:9. Jump on that real quick to get on my page with all that. And there's a lot more, by the way. That's not the only reason that I come to the conclusion that Israel is a genocidal nation state that we were backing. Yeah, like I said, this is all just off the top of the head. So I'm gonna come back. It's just like I said, it's been a while. So I saw that one video had gotten over 5,000 views. So I thought maybe I'll post another or two. So we'll see what goes on. Like I said, but Ilhan Omar, she's not anti-Semitic. She's a real American. She's a real human being, and she deserves the respect of everybody. And a lot of American Jews are starting to get behind her. I always said I still believe to this day that American Jews are all any person of Jewish faith who considers themselves to be of Jewish faith has the real potential to change the world here. I was just with a friend last night, and he put on what's the word, Billy Madison or something, right? We were playing Call of Duty, Blackout or whatever, and I remember just saying, like, telling him, like, I know Adam Sandler is Jewish. He has a home out here in Boca Raton, and I remember hearing like from the locals and stuff that he would come out here and play basketball with the kids and stuff. And everybody like, it's a shame that he's such a cool guy, but if he just had the balls to speak out and tell the truth, somebody like Adam Sandler could change the whole goddamn world, you know? I mean, excuse my French or whatever to put, you know. But it's just crazy. Political candidate Jill Stein, she's an American Jewish person who supports BDS, the Boycott, Divestment, Sanctions movement of the State of Israel, due to their apartheid. No human being in their right mind would support apartheid. So look into that and look how Israel implements apartheid on the Palestinian people. Fuck, man, there's so much lies and shit. I mean, the MSM would never dare cover any of this stuff. Because they're all paid to keep their mouths shut and stuff, you know? There are trillionaires in the world, guys. Trillionaires. There is a mass inequality. There's a chasm. Man, like if you're watching this, you're one of the privileged few who have, like myself, who have internet or the ability to communicate in such a manner. We need to use that to let each and every one of us know, and eventually the whole world, that you know, that we've been duped essentially. And but it's gotten to the point where it's blatantly obvious now with the internet. So we need to take advantage of that and quell all this horse shit once and for all. Ilhan Omar is innocent. She's not anti-Semitic. She's a good person, and she shouldn't be condemned for being a good person. That's ridiculous. Think about who must be in charge, or who must be running the show, or who the Israeli lobby must be if they're willing to lie to get what they want. By any means necessary is not the answer. That was Malcolm Little's approach, but that's why there was Martin Luther King, right? The balance, I guess. And that's why King is remembered the way he is. Malcolm Little, I feel, was a good person too, who was just going about things in not the best way. But who the hell are we to blame? Him or Nat Turner for what they did? What would you do if your family was enslaved, or your wife was being raped, or your kid was being raped? Let's not play these stupid fucking games, you know? You know goddamn well what you would do, so let's not play these stupid fucking games. Venezuela needs to be left alone, alright? U.S. sanctions have been killing the poor population of Venezuela for far too long. Maduro is obviously complicit, because why the hell wouldn't he just speak out and say, the sanctions are killing our people, it's not in our control, they're playing games, this is all a game, pay attention. Sanctions kill. No more interventions, no more U.S. soldiers dying. I never got to meet my grandfather because he died in a war that was a banker's war. All wars are bankers' wars. We know that now. We need to speak. All right? God bless.